Hi everyone, I'm Roderick the Crystal Mystic, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about cleansing crystals. Now if you're new to crystals, you may have heard about cleansing crystals and you may wonder, why is it important to cleanse my crystals? Why do I need to cleanse the crystals? And are we talking about cleansing them physically, or are we talking about cleansing them energetically? When I say cleansing, I mean energetically cleansing the crystals. Crystals, like this green aventurine here, crystals act like energetic sponges, so they absorb the energy from us and anyone who may be working with or handling the crystals. And so then that energy is on the crystals and it absorbs that energy, and we want to cleanse that because that energy may not be what is vibrating with our best good, our highest good at that time. It's not necessarily bad or negative energy, but it's kind of stagnant energy we don't want necessarily in our field or in our crystals field. So we just want to cleanse the crystals, and we want to go ahead and reset it. It's like kind of resetting the crystal up to its natural balance. And it's a very good thing to do when you first buy your crystals. You know, you can also cleanse them physically, sometimes washing them in water. Washing them in water can cleanse them energetically as well. Not all crystals are meant to be put in water. I say be careful. Certain crystals, like I have selenite here, this is the satin spar form of the mineral gypsum, also sometimes called selenite. This crystal is very friable and it's very soft, and when placed in water it can actually come apart and ruin the crystal. So if you're not sure, then you don't want to wash your crystals in water. So that's something I normally avoid, is the washing in water method, unless it's something like a quartz or a geode or something you know is okay to get wet. My favorite preferred method of cleansing crystals is actually to use sage. And you can see we have sage. Sage comes in little bundles. You can buy at a metaphysical store. A lot of flea markets and other places you can buy just sage. It's just regular white sage. Sometimes you can buy different kinds of sage. You're going to want to have something to burn the sage in, because we're going to be burning it. And all we do is we light the sage. We're going to hold it, and we're going to see that smoke. We're just going to cleanse. I'm going to cleanse this green aventurine crystal. So we're just waving it through the sage smoke, holding the intention that all that energy that doesn't serve our highest good be cleansed and just goes back to source. And you don't have to do it very long. Just kind of use your intuition. You can tell when you kind of feel like the stone has been cleansed. Cleanse as many stones as you like. Just holding them through the sage smoke while holding the intention that all the energy that doesn't serve our highest good be cleansed. Another really popular way to cleanse crystals of their energy is through sound, something like a singing bowl. And you don't actually want to place the crystals in the singing bowl, but you can place them around, or just even hold the singing bowl up to the crystals. And it's the vibration that actually cleanses. So we're vibrationally cleansing all of the energy off of the crystals. If you don't have a singing bowl, something like a tuning fork will do. Same kind of thing, you'll want to tune it. And then just place it near the crystals. Another way to cleanse crystals is with other crystals. You can see here, this is the mineral I had before. This is the satin spar form of selenite. Comes in a really nice flat bar right there, and you can see you just place your crystals on it. Selenite is a cleansing stone, so it can actually cleanse crystals' energy. Something that you use, it can cleanse your energy. You can use selenite to comb through your aura, and it'll remove any stagnant energy in your aura. And I like to just place, like you have these little pieces of selenite, you can place them like by your bed or something like that. You place the crystals on the selenite, say overnight, and then they'll be cleansed when you wake up in the morning. And don't forget, you're going to want to cleanse your selenite after you've done that for a little while, because it's going to absorb the energy that it's cleansing off of these other crystals. Also, people like to cleanse their crystals, sometimes placing them out in the full moon. There's kind of a little bit of a ritual aspect to this too. I don't always do that because I've gotten so many crystals now. It's such a chore to pull them all out and put them out into the moon. You don't actually have to have them outside. They can, in fact, sometimes you don't want them outside if it's the weather or something like that. They can be in a windowsill. It can be kind of cloudy. And I say the full moon, the energies are there a couple of days before, a couple of days after. So it doesn't have to be on the exact day of the full moon if you can't get all your crystals out. Sometimes when I do it, I'll do just some one night and then do like the other half the next night, because I have so many crystals that it takes a while to do that. I don't know. Some people just leave their crystals in a windowsill where the moonlight gets them all the time. That way they can stay cleansed and charged. And that's kind of a good way to do it. And another way people like to cleanse crystals is to bury them in the earth. That's something you want to be kind of careful you don't lose your crystals. I've heard of people sometimes maybe take a flower pot, so you put some earth in that flower pot, and that still will help to cleanse it. And this is for like a deep cleansing, maybe if you feel like a crystal's been overworked or absorbed a whole lot of energy and you kind of want to really reset it, maybe leave it in there for a week. Bury it in the earth or bury it in the backyard somewhere. Leave a marker where you're not going to lose it. Keep track of it, and just let the earth slowly and really thoroughly cleanse that crystal. And as far as how often should you cleanse your crystals, it really depends on how much you're using them. If you're using them every day, working with them all the time, you're going to want to cleanse them often. Certain things like jewelry that you wear, just cleanse it once a month. Crystals that you just have out, laying around the house, clusters and things can absorb energy. You're going to want to cleanse those. A good way is to just go around with like a singing bowl and cleanse all those crystals, say once a month and things like that. Ones that you carry all the time, ones that you sleep with, you're going to want to cleanse more often. Protection crystals you're going to want to cleanse more often, because they're going to be absorbing the most of the energy, and that is going to be the energy that is the least compatible with your energy, because they're protecting you from it. So definitely ones like your black tourmalines and your labradorites and amethyst and things, you want to make sure to keep those cleansed kind of as often as possible. There are some crystals like selenite and kyanite that they say never need cleansing. I just cleanse them anyway, because why not? It's not very hard to put it next to the singing bowl and go through the cleansing methods. But there are a few crystals that some say never need cleansed. That's kind of up to you if you feel like you agree with that. Me, I figure I just might as well cleanse them all while I'm cleansing them. So I hope I taught you something that you didn't know about cleansing crystals. And feel free to message me if you have any questions about cleansing crystals or crystal questions in general. I'll try to answer the crystal questions, maybe make a video for that question. And as always, like and subscribe my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.